Hello pilots, and welcome to another Mecha Break gameplay video. Today we are playing Alysnes on the Cape Blanc Observatory. This was an incredibly exciting and fun match with a lot of crazy and hectic battles for the Corite Extractors. We start dropping into the match as we always do, heading towards point A, the first one to activate. And the teams are both already starting their engagement. I tried to fly up and see if I can get a sneaky hit on that Falcon, but unfortunately I did swing and miss. The enemy have moved around on the flank, so I just moved to support the team. I'm conscious that the Extractor is dropping and I want to get in there before the enemy gets set up. Fortunately our Welkin is already there, so I just fire off a few Gorse into the enemy Welkin, try and give our Welkin a little bit of space to try and cap. The Serenith is trying to cap. I do manage to hit them with a sneaky Gorse before they're able to complete the cap, and the friendly team get the number one. I'm staying low to the ground, just getting ready to set up for the next point. I am aware that B is coming up soon, but the friendly team are still fighting, so I was a little bit torn as to whether I should go to the point or whether I should go to help in the fight. But ultimately I decided to go help, and this is when I see the Welkin peeling off now, heading to the point. I am trying to interrupt him. I don't want to engage him directly, and I do want to get to the Corite Extractor before he is able to, before he gets set up. So rather than get drawn out there, I start heading towards the point. I boost in there to make sure that he can't get in and box before I arrive. He starts spinning, so I blast him back with a few Gorse, and I have no choice really here but to just trade with him to prevent him from getting the cap. The Welkin is super low now, so we do give chase, and the friendly Welkin finishes him off. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the point right now to push enemies away from it and make some space for our Welkin to cap. I do see the Panther pounce on him, and I am able to finish him off with a pretty deadly rifle combo there. One of the things that baby Alysnes should not be underestimated for. The friendly team picks the Luminate, but unfortunately in that time I did not see the Serenith and I wasn't able to interrupt them, unfortunately. The score is now 1-2 in favor of the enemy team. We start moving over to A now. Just trying to use these mountain ranges for a little bit of cover as the enemy Falcon and Alphard are out there hunting. I do get caught in this Welkin's box as we chase this Panther. He does come for me, but I am able to get over him and hit him with a slash instead. Unfortunately, I am out of energy, and when he comes in for another charge, he does manage to skewer me, but I do have my armor, so I am still in the fight. The point is up now, and the friendly team do manage to get the cap. The points are coming up very quickly together because they're taking a long time to get, so each time we have to move over to a point, both the friendly and the enemy teams are kind of rolling over there together, and it is creating a pretty chaotic situation. I use my weapon dash, but run out of energy, so I fire off a Gorse just to try and interrupt. Using my shield here now to get a bit of cover. I thought that I might be able to cap here, but unfortunately the enemy melee got in there pretty quickly. In these situations where you have flyers on the enemy team, especially in Alphard, it does really cause a lot of problems with capping. You do need a cap specialist like a Welkin or a Stellaris or a Serenith, maybe a Narukami, someone who can just prevent the hail of bullets and missiles from constantly interrupting them. I do manage to clip that Alphard there, but they were boosting, so I wasn't able to bring them down. I'm just trying to keep the Welkin away from the point now, make a little bit of space for our team. You can see just how furious and how long this battle lasted. See, the Panther is low, so I follow up with the attack there. I do manage to get him with the downward slash, but he does have his armor on, so he gets away. I switched to the Welkin as I consider the Welkin a pretty high priority target, but I'm conscious that I do have quite a long time to go until my armor is back. I see the Panther trying to cap there, so I do open fire and interrupt. The Welkin is in position. It is kind of dangerous, but unfortunately they do manage to get the cap, bringing the score 3-3. I see all the red names flying around in the sky there. It's very dangerous, so I decide to try and use the mountain range for cover and just head over to the point where I can hopefully be a little bit safer in returning fire. See, the Serenith is low, very high priority target on this map, so I go in there and we manage to pick up the assist. We do manage to get the cap, 4-3, and I am rewarded by getting absolutely destroyed by missile fire. The Flyers are incredibly strong on this map. There is a lot of ground to cover, and in that time they're able to pretty much freely attack. Serenith has been forced to pop his Corite Jammer, which is good for us because it means that he can't use it to ninja cap. I did try to interrupt the Panther there, and unfortunately the enemy did get the cap in the end as the Panther drove me away and bringing the score 4-4. An incredibly close match. Only 5 minutes left now, and still everything to play for. Both teams hard contesting these points. I do get put back into Baby Alysnes mode. I decide to continue to harass the Lumine a little bit, try and keep them away from their team, hopefully get some of the enemies cleared out. The friendly team does manage to get the cap. We are going eye for an eye at the moment, and it is 5-4. Again, both teams rolling over to the next point together. It's 5-4 now. And we're just managing to stay ahead of the enemy in these engagements. I see the enemy Serenith trying to cap. I do manage to luckily tap him with a rifle shot, and then his targeting comes back up. We are able to continue to interrupt while the friendly team gets the pick. In these matches, you really need to keep your eyes open for those crafty Serenith. They are a little bit less overpowered now that people know their tricks and their skills. And really the best thing you can do is just continue to pressure them with melee, continue to force them to pop their Corite Jammer early, or just, you know, kill them so they're not there for the next engagement. Point B is up. The enemy are circling. The Panther does manage to clip me there, and I lose my armor. Again, I still can't manage to bring this Alphard down, no matter how many times I manage to pick him out of the sky. He is boosting, which makes him immune to the stagger effects. Again, just trying to use the mountain range, jumping in, then jumping back out, trying to make sure the enemy don't cap. I know the Flyers would love nothing more than to kill me, so it's an incredibly dangerous situation for me right now. Score is 6-4. I see the Serenith again going for the cap. So we continue to pressure them with gunfire. And I decide to give chase. Enemy are everywhere. The friendly team is everywhere. We do manage to finish off the Welkin. The Panther is trying to go for the cap as well. Unfortunately, I do get taken down in that moment. It is unfortunate timing indeed. But the battle still rages on. We have the score 6-4. I saw the friendly team was caught in the welcome box there, and I really just wanted to dump my Gorse in there to try and destroy the box to help them, but obviously it was a futile effort, but my heart was in the right place, so you can forgive me for that. See, the Panther is low, so I do go on him. He manages to cleverly parry there. Unfortunately, I am now in baby Alysnes mode, which is arguably a worse situation for him, as I am more agile and I have a better energy economy than him now. So I'm able to get ahead of him and get the downward slams, and we do manage to take him down. The Extractor has dropped out. We have the Falcon, we have the Lumine, we have the Welkin. Everybody is here now fighting for this point. I am trying to contest the Welkin, keep him displaced, and hopefully get him to use his cooldowns. But unfortunately, while I'm dealing with the big guy, the enemy team do get the count. Spot the Serenith alone. They seem to be out of energy, and then in that moment I decide to press the attack. They remain stunned, and we do manage to take them out. This is a pretty valuable kill in my opinion, given that we only have 20 seconds remaining. The enemy team are now desperate to take this Extractor, and we are desperate to stop them. I'm just trying to do what I can here to interrupt the enemy. The clock is ticking down, and we just managed to interrupt, and that brings us the win. And you can see here from the stats, Maladietz Soundwave, who picks up MVP on Alphard, and well done to Staro2, who takes SVP on Falcon. I didn't do too badly myself, 5, 2, and 7. But I had a really fun match, especially those battles for the Corite Extractors, taking it right down to the wire. So thank you very much to everyone involved. But that is it for me today. If you enjoyed the video, please drop me a like and consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much, pilots.